Hello, my name is Dr. Susan Shapiro, and I would like to welcome you to EDSE 626, Patterns in Parenting and Childcare in Relation to Early Education and Early Intervention. So welcome to the class. I hope you're as excited as I am about it. Each time that you open up a new course session, you are going to see a required lecture, and that will be me talking about things that you can get from the handouts and from the readings, but trying to elaborate a little bit more to give you more insight and depth into the things that you're learning online. So I wanted to take this time to go over the course and give you sort of an introduction on what to expect this semester. So the purpose of the course is to really start to create relationships with people, with the parents in your classroom. And in order to really form a relationship, you have to understand each other. And that might mean understanding different cultures, meeting with parents who don't speak English as a first language or barely any English at all, dealing with parents when you have to tell them news that they're not going to want to hear, such as that the child has special needs or needs therapy. So your job is pretty tough as a teacher in the classroom. And what I'm hoping is that this course will give you some tools to be able to understand the parents in your classroom, to be able to support you as you have to tell them things that are in the best interest of the child, and to give you a little bit more insight into what's going on and how people think. The other part of this course that's very important is it's going to give you some time to experiment with things that you're going to be doing on the EdTPA and on the Educating for All Students test. So you're going to have an opportunity to write a lesson plan. This is what you're going to be needing to do for the EdTPA. We're not going to be going as in depth as you will, but I really want you to be familiar. So by the time that you're finished with your courses at Touro, it's old hat. You've seen it before. You know, you've worked out the kinks, you're ready to go. I want you to be successful. So I'm hoping that even though it's a little bit of work trying to get to that point, you'll have an opportunity to experiment, to try some new things. Now, speaking of experimenting, another part of this course that's very important is we're going to try some things in terms of technology. Now, it's important when you're teaching in the classroom to use technology. You will be expected, even K through 2, to use technology in the classroom. So we're going to have some opportunities to do that. And I'm going to be asking you during those times that we're using different types of technology, you may find that there's a questionnaire. So I want to see, how easy is it for you? Is it difficult? Do you need to do some Zoom meetings that we can discuss it? Don't feel like you're on your own. I'm here to support you. And when you're working with new technology, I really think the more support you have, the better. What we're also going to be doing is we are going to be spending a lot of time talking with each other. Now, this is an online class, so you don't have to, you can do this on your own schedule. I want you to get to know the people in your class a little bit more. And we'll be using some technology, some discussion boards, so that we can utilize that and we can learn from each other. You will be asked to do 3 major assignments. The major assignments are going to be a cultural self-assessment, creating a diverse lesson plan, and a family-focused interview and individualized family service plan. So you'll find out more about these as the semester goes on. You know, like I said, I really hope that when you do these, you keep in mind that this is really preparing you to be successful in getting your license. And I am here to work with you. So if you have any issues, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. The biggest advice I can give about myself as a professor is I'm pretty clear with the directions of what I want. And when I correct things, a lot of times I will use the directions and go down the list to make sure that you have covered every one of the areas that are listed in the directions. So please don't use the directions as a suggestion list. It's the ingredients that make up the cake. So you really need to use each one. Another thing to know about me is I really don't like plagiarism. So if you've used the information in another class before, don't use it in mine unless you're referencing it. And that means don't use the entire paper. You can use chunks, but you need to reference it in APA. If you see a great idea on a website, that needs to be referenced. So you really need to take the time to figure out how to do it properly, how to reference APA, and how to make sure that you are using ideas and referencing them properly. So I really look forward to learning from you this semester, to working with you. I hope you learn a lot. I think we'll have a good time. And I look forward to seeing you all in session 2. Thanks so much.